All right, welcome back, folks. It is Saturday, March 22nd here. Fishing in Rhode Island kind of sucks this time of year. March has been a pretty tough month. You know, there's nothing new and exciting going on. It's all the same fish that have been here 12 months of the year. You know, bass and panfish are probably starting to chew a little better. But otherwise, I mean, it's tough times out here. So I've got the kayak loaded up and we're going to this pond in Connecticut. They call it a pond. It's a lake. All right, it's over 300 acres in size. Like, it's not a small pond. It's like a fair-sized lake. And we're going to target the broodstock sea forel and brown trout that they stocked over the winter. So, bass, trout, panties, maybe a walleye. You know, who knows? We're just going to go out and try to have a good afternoon of fishing. Look at this crystal clear water. Here we are. Boat ramp was a little busy. There were 2 boats out on the lake when I got here, 2 trailers in the lot, and both of them left as I was launching. So I think we're gonna have the whole lake to ourselves here. Not that too worried about crowds. I mean, we were just basically fishing for stocked trout, so we don't have to worry about too much today. Mainly the wind. This is our jerk bait we're going to be throwing potentially. And then the other, it's the ultralight. This is the little plug we got on there. Little trout slayer. And we're going to mainly just try to have a good afternoon of fishing. We came out, we're just now into 10 feet of water right in front of the boat ramp. Start throwing this jerk bait around. See if we can't catch a nice largemouth. That'd be cool. Fish finder is working for the most part. The only thing that's not working is the water temperature, which says it's 82 degrees right now. So we're not going to know the water temp. Fish. First cast. First cast. Bass. What kind of curse is that? What kind of curse is that? That little bass right there. Probably the biggest bass I've caught here, honestly. Little like 15 incher. 14 incher. That's something. First frickin' cast. As I'm rambling about how I'll never know what the water temp is in here. On the jerk. I was talking to one of the guys who was pulling his boat. I asked him the water temp, fishing the main lake, and he said it was 45 degrees out there. Oh my god, what the heck is that? Fish just chased it out of the water on the second cast. What in the heck, dude? It's figure 8, that motherfucker. It's quite a start here. So we're just gonna kind of, oh shit, I forgot to pin my whatchamacallit down. Alright. Fish are biting today, huh? I believe this jerk bite's called a jackal. Let's see what we got here. Re-range. It's the 110, okay? The ever so famous 110, you know, what is it, the Vision 110? I don't know what brand makes it. This is kind of a knockoff 110. It's a little cheaper than the real 110. Oh, man. What in the heck is going on, dude? Fish are chewing. What is that? Is that a giant yellow perch? Come on. Let's go. Dude, biggest yellow perch I ever caught here, dude. What's going on? Is there like a frickin' moonrise happening right now? That's a big fat yellow perch. I didn't bring a tape measure, too bad. Oh well. Yeah, it's at least 12 inches. 12-inch perch. He literally just came out like right in front of the boat ramp. for as bad as the fishing has been for me lately, like trying to find holdover stripers and winter flounder and shit like that, this is like so glorious. The thing about this lake is there's all these species, and then there's trout, stocked trout. Most of the stocked trout, I don't necessarily care to catch, like the little ones. And the big one, he's probably, you know, pretty willing to hit a jerkbait like this. So we might be throwing the jerkbait just the whole day. Huh. More trout on our way right back to the boat ramp. We've got 3 trebles on here. Alright, this trout has all 3 trebles in him. We're gonna have to do some backpedaling. Hopefully he's a stocky. And oh boy, 3 species. 4 fish, real quick. Good fishing. Alright, we're just gonna grab the tape measure. The way these fish are biting, we might need it. I'm gonna grab a scale too. I ice fished here twice this past winter, maybe 3 times, and didn't do much. One day I caught a bunch of fish, mostly perch, 1 crappie, a couple pickerel, couple bass, couple small stock trout, but like not one fish was a nice size. Not quite enough. There's a fish. Is that another trout? I'm gonna feel bad if we start catching a lot of trout on this thing. This thing's not a bad size. Yeah, it's not a bad sized trout. A little bigger. There he goes. We're gonna tour the shore. We're basically gonna like ride the shoreline to the main lake. See if we can't find a smallmouth. Alright, well, the main lake was windier, and I didn't go too far before realizing I didn't want to suffer in that wind. So I started heading back towards the shallow end of the lake, and I threw a plug out behind me and started trolling. Wanted to go into the main lake, but, you know, why torture yourself with the wind? Oh my god, too easy, dude. Too quick. Too quick. Very nice. That was way too quick. Very quick brown trout. Nice. Super quick. Four-pound test on here. It's a 25-mile-an-hour gust. Gusts like that is why we're going into the cove, away from the main lake. Finally. It's another big perch. Yeah, another big perch. Nice perch. Do not mind catching some perch when they're like that. A little over 12 inches. Look at the fins. Early spring, you know. Good time to catch some jumbo perch. Those are the biggest perch I've ever seen here. But we're basically casting right on this line, this transition of rock to soft bottom. Rocky and shallow up that way, deeper and softer bottom over this way. Oh, got another. Another perch. That one has not spawned yet. Big fat perch. Alright, nice perch. This rod I'm using is a Shimano Crucial drop shot rod. I've had this thing for so long. I don't have too many rods that are like really light for freshwater. But I dug around and I found this old school, or this old reel that I probably bought 10 years ago, Abu Revo 30. I've never used this reel. I bought it on sale at Dick's a long time ago. It was like 30 bucks. Last year when I came here, Main Lake water temp was in the 30s. Back in the shallows there, it was in the low 40s. And now Main Lake is 45. And we'll never know what the temp is back here, but at least 45, high 40s, potentially up to 50 or even over 50. Great temp, man. I mean, there are a lot of lakes and ponds up here. I do generally have good fishing, a lot of good pan fishing, and bass and pickerel pretty much everywhere. I see a nice big rock over there. Throw this thing next to that rock. Some rocks right there. Oh, got one. Bass. Skinny bassy, big mouth bass. Might have come out of that rock. There's a bite. It's a good bite. Is that one of those big browns? Oh yeah, that is. It's a brown. It's pretty big. Oh yeah, there you are. There you are. Look at that. Nice. Shoo! Nice. We got him. It's one of those big browns. It's a male. Oh. Hold on. What's this? Look at that. Looks like he's been caught before. Nice. It's like a 20-inch brown trout. That's pretty sweet. We're not going to bother measuring him. But that's our best catch so far. Oh. Nice. Heck yeah. Took some casts up along this shoreline. Kind of like the way this shoreline looks. There's one. What's that? Trout. Little trout. Actually a nice looking fish. That thing looks like pretty wild. It's got like white fins. If you flop and prick me. That thing's like a very nice looking little trout. It's stuck, but nice looking trout. He could fool me into thinking he's a wild fish. They want the 110, dude. I'm just gonna have to keep throwing this. Sheesh. What is that? Another trout? Dang. I lost him. It was a trout. A fair size. A fair size trout. I know I said we were gonna keep throwing that, but now gonna throw this. 'Cause there's some trouts up along this shoreline. It's blowing. It is blowing. I'm having a hard time getting them on this little ultralight though. Oh, that was a freaking big brown right there. Just followed it. That was one of those brood stocks right there. He followed it. We're gonna kind of try to troll him up out of there. It's funny, man. The trout are in like little groups, aggregation zones. Get them right here on this cast. Ooh. That's not him, but it's one of his buddies. Sitting right now. We're sitting right on top of that fish. But there are fish right here. There's fish right here. Come on in here, buddy. It's a funny looking fish, huh? I don't like the way you're hooked. Angle his jaw up pretty good here. Oh, sorry, trout. The one I saw was definitely like over 3 or 4 pounds. Little aggregation zones of brown trout. Missed him. Oh, he hit it on the burn. Oh, you did, didn't you? You did, didn't you? These are bigger than the fish they stocked last year. These are actually like normal size stockies. Just like, not just hard dinks. I don't want to hit any branches here. Whoa. We were way short of the log. Alright. For as many as there are. Jesus, man. That one's not bad. Long trout. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it's like a 14-incher. A lot of trouts. Hella trouts. In here, dude. Hella trouts. That's the normal Connecticut size stocky right there. That's more what you expect. Dinky. Just an outrageous. Look at that thing. I don't want to eat that one. They are hungry, dude. Hungry. Right now, it's like, this is by far the most I've found. Our ridiculous trout bite slowed a little bit. I think we exhausted that zone. A lot of browns right there. And there's definitely one brood stock over there. Maybe we'll be able to get him on the next pass. They're shooting like a motherfucker all of a sudden. One just jumped right there. That was easy. It was a bass. Did a bass just jump right there? I don't know. Maybe. I thought that'd be a trout. Not what I expected. And another bass. Couple dink bass right there, huh? That one jumped right there, huh? What's going on here? There's no way that's all bass, is it? There's just freaking... That was a trout. Weird looking trout. That is a winning trout right there. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. That's the one that was jumping. Freaking weird trout like that. Yeah, you would be jumping. A little bit of a zone right here. Dink bass zone. All the dink bass are right here. So someone explain to me, is this like all males that are just here? And the females are where? Close? Close by? Mixed in? Let me know. I don't know these things. Alright, well that's going to do it for this one. I kept fishing, but didn't really find anything better than what you've already seen. Just more dink bass, more small trout. And the jerkbait was the big winner today. Fish were all over it. No pickerel, which was nice. And we got one day closer to the saltwater turning on. So, a good day of fishing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. See you next time.